Welcome Chayalim, it's Shnas Hakel, and we're doing just that. We've gathered with our fellow Chayalim from around the world. What do we do for Shnas Hakel? Let's take a look into the Torah. The pasuk tells us, Hakel, we gather together in the Beis Hamikdash. Who gathers? Es ha'om, ha'anashim v'hanashim v'ataf. The whole nation, the men, the women, and even the little children. And what do we do by these gatherings? L'man yishmu or l'man yilmedu. We listen to the king teaching us Torah. And do you know what a powerful impact these gatherings have? Tzivos Hashem alikeichem. It instills an awe for Hashem our God. And this has such a lasting effect on us that b'shomru lasis is kol divrei haTorah azos, that we will guard and keep the entire Torah. Now Chayalim, we all know that during the year of Hakel, the Rebbe wants us to gather as many times as possible. And he wants that the children's groups should be called Tzivos Hashem. The same name in all countries. And that itself will unite us. And that's what we're doing today. We are united by Tzivos Hashem bases from around the world. And we'll start today's rally with the niggin, with a song of Hakel. And Chayalim, I want you now to give it all you got. The base commanders will be giving out achievement cards. Let's show the world the Tzivos Hashem spirit.
אנשים ועטף, הגרך אשר בשעריך.
הקל, אנשים ועטף,
הגרך אשר בשעריך. למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו, למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו, ויורו את השם אלוהיכם. Es kol divrei haTorah azos azos v'shomru lasos es kol divrei haTorah azos
למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו, למען ילמדו,
yoru es Hashem Eloheichem.
למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו,
yoru es Hashem Eloheichem.
הקהל אסום, האנשים והנשים והטף, וגילכו אשר בשעריך. הקהל אסום, האנשים והנשים והטף, וגילכו אשר בשעריך. למען ישמעו ולמען ילמדו, היו למען ילמדו ויורו את השם אלוהיכם. ולמען ילמדו, היו למען ילמדו ויורו את השם אלוהיכם. ושומרו לעשות, ושומרו לעשות, את כל דברי התורה הזו יסעד. ושומרו לעשות, את כל דברי התורה. ושומרו לעשות, ושומרו לעשות, את כל דברי התורה הזו. למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו, למען ישמעו, למען ילמדו, ויורו את השם אלוהיכם.
That was incredible. What an amazing amazing way to start the year. Chayalim, the Rebbe made it clear to us that it's not enough just to be called Tzivos Hashem. We need to be a real army. Hashem chose us as His soldiers and officers, and He's relying on us to fight His war. And today, we have with us a record-breaking 1,462 Chayalim that were promoted in rank, and a grand total of 6,154 Chayalim who are receiving medals. Chayalim, the rally is the time when we salute those that were promoted in rank. And when you hear your base announced, I want you to stand up and give your fellow Chayalim a rousing round of applause.
And now for our promotions. Anash Kinder Boys, 4 First Lieutenants. Anash Kinder Girls, 4 Second Lieutenants, 4 First Lieutenants. Beis Chaya Mushka, Iowa, 5 Sergeant Majors, 6 Second Lieutenants, 2 First Lieutenants, 3 Captains, 3 Majors, 1 Colonel. Beis Chaya Mushka, Crown Heights, 4 Sergeants, 9 Sergeant Majors, 4 Second Lieutenants, 1 First Lieutenant, 1 Captain, 1 Major. Beis Rivka, Montreal, 5 Sergeants, 11 Sergeant Majors, 5 Second Lieutenants, 2 First Lieutenants, 2 Captains. Benoist Menachem, Crown Heights, 8 Sergeant Majors, 6 Captains, 4 Colonels, and Mazel Tov to Sterna Gottlieb on becoming a General. Chasidus Club New Haven, 3 Sergeants, 2 Sergeant Majors, 2 Second Lieutenants, 2 First Lieutenants, 3 Captains. Cheder at the Ohel, 2 Sergeants, 4 Sergeant Majors, 6 Second Lieutenants, 2 First Lieutenants, and Mazel Tov to Mendel Ryder on becoming a General, and Mazel Tov to Shalom Rosenblum on becoming a 1-star General. Cheder Chabad Baltimore, Maryland, 1 Sergeant, 1 Sergeant Major, 2 Second Lieutenants, 5 First Lieutenants, 1 Captain, 3 Majors, 1 Colonel, and Mazel Tov to Levi Slavatitsky on becoming a General. Cheder Chabad Monsey Boys, 2 Sergeants, 7 Sergeant Majors, 6 Second Lieutenants, 3 First Lieutenants, 4 Captains. Cheder Chabad Monsey Girls, 1 Second Lieutenant, 1 First Lieutenant, 1 Major. Cheder Chabad Sydney, Australia, 1 Sergeant, 2 First Lieutenants, 2 Captains, 2 Majors, and Mazel Tov to Hodaya Chaya Kohavi on becoming a General, and to Mendy Blazenstein and Emmanuel Shimon Kohavi on becoming 1-star Generals. Cheder Chabad Toronto, 3 Sergeant Majors, 3 First Lieutenants, 5 Captains, 4 Majors, 4 Colonels, and to Mendel Kamen on becoming a 2-star General. Cheder Lubavitch Chicago Boys, 4 Sergeants, 5 Sergeant Majors, 2 Second Lieutenants, 5 First Lieutenants, 6 Captains, 3 Majors, 1 Colonel. Cheder Lubavitch Chicago Girls, 1 Captain. Cheder Lubavitch Morristown Boys, 1 Captain, 1 Major. And Mazel Tov to Zusha Rifkin on becoming a 3-star General, and Mazel Tov to Zusha Rifkin on becoming a 4-star General. Hebrew Academy, Margate, Florida, 1 Sergeant, 1 Second Lieutenant, 1 Colonel. Kesset Torah College Boys, 7 Sergeants, 4 Sergeant Majors, 3 Second Lieutenants, 3 First Lieutenants, 3 Captains, 1 Major, 1 Colonel, and Mazel Tov to Chaim Groner on becoming a General. Kesset Torah College Girls, 9 Sergeants, 5 Sergeant Majors, 2 Second Lieutenants, 1 Captain. Lubavitch Boys London, 1 Sergeant, 1 Sergeant Major, 1 Second Lieutenant, 4 First Lieutenants, 4 Captains, 3 Majors, and Mazel Tov to Levi Austin, Levi Yitzchak Potash, and Zev Cypress on becoming Generals. Lubavitch Cheder Day School, Minnesota, 1 Sergeant Major, 1 Captain, 2 Majors. Lubavitch Educational Center, Florida Girls, 6 Sergeants, 11 Sergeant Majors, 6 Second Lieutenants, 6 First Lieutenants, 8 Captains, 5 Majors, and Mazel Tov to Chaya Mushka Wolf on becoming a General, and Mazel Tov to Rivki Sharuti and Rachela Sharuti on becoming 1-star Generals. Lubavitch Yeshiva Crown Heights, 21 Sergeants, 20 Sergeant Majors, 14 Second Lieutenants, 8 First Lieutenants, 6 Captains, 3 Majors, and Mazel Tov to Yosef Shapiro on becoming a 1-star General. My Shliach Boys, 16 Sergeants, 24 Sergeant Majors, 14 Second Lieutenants, 15 First Lieutenants, 12 Captains, 4 Majors, 5 Colonels, and Mazel Tov to Levi Druckman and Shlomi Stern on becoming Generals. My Shliach Girls, 11 sergeants, 11 sergeant majors, 12 second lieutenants, 6 first lieutenants, 3 captains, 8 majors, Olei Torah, Crown Heights, 84 sergeants, 50 sergeant majors, 10 second lieutenants, 3 first lieutenants. Torah Day School of Houston, 4 sergeants, 5 sergeant majors, 2 second lieutenants, 1 first lieutenant. Yeshiva School Pittsburgh Boys, 11 sergeants, 5 sergeant majors. Yeshiva School Pittsburgh Girls, 3 sergeants, 4 sergeant majors. Mazel Tov for all of your promotions.
Chayalim, you're unbelievable. That was amazing. And I want you to know that by the first Tzivos Hashem rally, the Rebbe asked that the 12 pesukim booklets should be reprinted on special paper. And not only that, in the back, there should be a place where every chayil could write down the soldiers that he or she recruited to Tzivos Hashem and got them to learn the 12 pesukim. Now, the Rebbe also promised that anyone that did this, that printed the 12 pesukim booklets, would get a special portion in Olam Haba. And the Rebbe asked that they should be printed on special paper. 5 weeks later, you won't believe this, the Rebbe was screaming by a Fabrengen. And he asked, why has all this time gone by and no one did it? Nobody. The Rebbe said, it's my fault. Because I offered anyone who wants a special portion in Olam Haba. I should have asked one person, then it would have got done. The Rebbe said, it's my fault. Because I asked for it to be printed on special paper, and obviously there's no special paper in the whole America. The Rebbe said, it's my fault. Because I asked the adults to do it. I should have asked the children to do it, and then it would have got done. Chayalim, you all know the 12 pesukim. You know their meaning, and now we're going to unite with our fellow Chayalim from around the world. That's what we do during Hakel. We learn Torah. And starting with our base in Postville, Iowa, from Ali Menachem, the entire 4th grade, let's hear you, the pasuk of Torah.
Torah, Tzivos, Lanu, Moshe, Moshe, Kehilas, Yaakov.
Great job! And now to Montreal, from base Rivka, the entire 6th grade will lead us in the pasuk Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Hashem, Eloheinu, Hashem, Echad.
Beautiful! And now to Chicago, the entire 2nd grade of Cheder Lubavitch girls will lead us in the pasuk B'chol. We're rocking, and now to Seattle, a new base, Cheder Menachem Mendel, the entire 3rd and 4th grade girls, the pasuk of Kol.
Kol, Yisrael, Yesh, Lahem, Chelek, Le'olam, Hava, Shneimar, V'yameh, Kulam, Tzadikim, Le'olam, Yeshu, Aretz, Neser, Matai, Maseh, Yadai, Leisbar.
Unbelievable, and now to Morristown, from Cheder Lubavitch, we have with us the highest ranking soldier so far, 4th star general, Zushi Rifkin will lead us in the pasuk Ki.
Ki.
Fantastic! And now to California. From Cheder Menachem in LA, we have with us Sergeant Major Remmel Heidingsfeld together with 2 second lieutenants, Mendel Zaitz and Chanech Wiesel, to lead us in the pasuk V'hinei. This is amazing! And now we go to London, England. From the Bavish Boys of London, we have with us Captain Yossi Zabdi and Sergeant Major Yossi Rosh to lead us in the pasuk Bereshis. That's the London spirit. And now to Florida. From Lubavitch Educational Center, First Lieutenant Sarah Andruzier, Captains Shayna Ginsburg and Sarah Ginter, together with Major Mushka Cohen, to lead us in the pasuk Vishinantam.
Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha v'risecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shachbecha u'v'kumecha.
Beautiful! And now for the Chayalim and My Shliach, a joint effort from around the world. From Nashville, Tennessee, 2nd Lieutenant Chaya Rothstein. From Amsterdam, 2nd Lieutenant Shayna Sarah Hausman. From Manchester, England, Private Sholamis Andruzier. And from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, General Hadassah Pesner, together to recite the pasuk of Yagaiti.
Yagati Vilai Matsasi Al Tamin Lay Yagaiti Umasasi Al Tamin Yagati Umatsasi
That was unbelievable! And now to Kan Tzivos Hashem Abracha from Crown Heights, Ole Teira, Ole Menachem. We have with us Captain Mati Zaklikovsky and 2 First Lieutenants, Mendel Duchman and Mendel Shaprin, and they will lead us in the pasuk V'ahavta. That's the Yoli Torah spirit. And now to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From Yeshiva Schools, we have with us 2nd Lieutenant Shalom Shore and 2 First Lieutenants, Yankel Friedman and Foley Markel, to lead us in the pasuk V'zeh. Fantastic! And now for the last and final pasuk. We go all the way to Australia. From Kesser Torah College, Captain Dina Lowinger and 2nd Lieutenant Bela Garari. They will lead us in the pasuk Yismach.
Yismach! Yisrael! B'Yisrael!
And now, Chayalim, let's go back to the second Tzivos Hashem rally, when they introduced the song We Want Mashiach Now to the Rebbe for the very first time.
Want to tell the Rebbe the words of the new song that we're singing with Mashiach, right? So I'm just going to read him. Am Yisrael, have no fear. Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now. We don't want to wait. Okay?
Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, oh yeah, I'm Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be this year. I'm Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. And we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't run away. We want Mashiach now, Mashiach now, we don't run away. I'm Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. I'm Yisrael, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't run away. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't run away. Hey!
And now, Chayalim, for the highlight of today's rally. Actually, the main point of Hakel is to listen to the Melech teaching Torah. And that's what we're going to do right now. We will have the schos, the special privilege to hear our Melech teaching us Torah. Actually, thanks to Jem, this is the first Sikha of the first Tzivos Hashem rally on Sukkos of Tav Shin Mem Aleph. Now, Chayalim, you know exactly what to do. Shh. That's right. It has to be absolutely quiet, not a sound. Shh. Sitting quietly, listening, in awe, with a proper derech eretz.
Was sicher übergegeben, die Wendung der Bakosche meinen Brief, als wie bald am gefindt sich in Schnaas Hackeri, wo das meint auch, als jeden bedarf sich Ton ja Geito, also mit Zusammenkleiden, Iden zusammen, darfen das Kinder, idische Kinder, sei Ingelach, sei Mädelach, wo sie werden angerufen in dem Ansag von Hachi, Beshem mit Namen Tav, wo das meint gleich kleine jüdische Kinder, Gott kleine, dürfen sie beweisen ein Beispiel. Und Chotscha viele, der bis Amigdosh noch nicht gebuht geworden, und wir befinden sich in Golus, aber dazu geräten sich, dazu darf sein in einem ländlichen Efen, das heißt, als noch sein die in Golus, ist als sie kommen der Tag von Sukkos, von Schnaas Hakel, bleiben sich jüdische Kinder zusammen und wie der sagt im Posek, als man bleibt sich zusammen, gedei zu hören, Divrei HaTeiro, Wörter von der Teiro, wie ihr das erste gehört, der Teil von sie, Pesukim und Nechet Ma'amori Chazal, und mit der Kavone, aber noch soll sein Lasses, aber soll da noch Mekayim sein, und das, was steht in die Divrei HaTeiro, was steht in der ganze Teiro.
Chayalim, in honor of Shnas Hakel, each and every Chayal will be receiving a stunning tzedakah box, personalized with your name. You will be able to keep the Rebbe's instructions by having your own pushka attached to the wall of your bedroom. Sign up now. And now, Chayalim, to prepare for Tishrei, let's unite by singing the nigun of Tiku B'Chedesh. You all know it, so sing along with a lot of Chayas. And commanders, let's give out achievement cards to the Chayalim who sing the best.
Story old, yet so new, breaks our heart, yet so true. A story of Hasidim, traveling to Lubavitch, coming to their Rebbe to be with him once a year. A month goes past, the time draws near, he must depart from what's most dear, returning to his city where Hasidim await him. Tell us, dear Chassid, what did you see? What did you hear? L'chaim, friends, with tears in his eyes, Mirobin Rebbe, the Chassid replies, no matter who we are, just being there gives us strength for the coming year. But tell us what you heard, the Chassidim demand. My mind was full, my heart was clogged, I could not understand. The Maimarim were too deep, I couldn't hear a thing. This is all I can repeat. Nahoy tikru b'chodesh, b'chodesh hashvi'i shumu bo Yisroel. Ayir amoy laroy amamam, ayayo naroy tikru b'chodesh, b'chodesh hashvi'i shumu bo Yisroel. Ayir amoy laroy amamam, times have passed, things have changed, but one thing still remains, the journey of Hasidim from far and from near, coming to their Rebbe to be with him once a year. A month goes past, the time draws near, he must depart from what's most dear, returning to his city where Hasidim await him. Tell us, dear Chassid, what did you see? What did you hear? L'chaim, friends, with tears in his eyes, Mirobin Rebbe, just open up your eyes. No matter who we are, just being there gives us strength for the coming year. Although I did not see, although I did not hear, there is no doubt in my mind that Rebbe was there with us. He did a dance this is all I can repeat. Nahoy tiku vachoidesh ashmi shuvo Yisroel hayeramoy laroy amama ayayo naroy tiku vachoidesh ashmi shuvo Yisroel ayeramoy laroy amama moy yo.
Chayalim, even before the first rally, Tzivos Hashem began with a letter that the Rebbe wrote to children about Hakel and Tzivos Hashem. And by the first rally, the Rebbe spoke about this letter, and he told the children they should take the letter with them, and it will remind them that they're soldiers in Tzivos Hashem and give them the koyach, the strength, to win over their Yetzer Hara. After the rally, the Rebbe gave out this letter through the Madrichim and the Madriches to all the children. And today, you children will be receiving a copy of this letter. Chayalim, let me tell you a little bit about what it says in the letter. In the times of the Beis Hamikdash, on Chol HaMoed Sukkos, every one of the Yidden gathered in the Beis Hamikdash to hear the Melech reading from the Torah. And even though there's no Beis Hamikdash today, but like everything else in the Torah, like when we went out of Mitzrayim, we think about what happened then, how it applies to us today. So too also about Hakel. We have to imagine Hakel in the times of the Beis Hamikdash. Now Chayal, I want you now to actually think to yourself what Hakel was like. How every single one of the Kohanim, not only the ones on duty, every single Kohen took trumpets and went out to Yerushalayim. And they were blowing these trumpets to recall everyone to the Beis Hamikdash. And everyone gathered there in the Ezras Nashim. The men were downstairs, the women were on the balconies. And you know what? There was a special platform that was built for the Melech, the king of the Bnei Yisrael, to sit on. And they took out the Sefer Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the day he passed away. The Chazan HaKnesses passed this Torah to the Rosh HaKnesses. And the Rosh HaKnesses passed it to the Sgan Kohen Gadol. And the Sgan Kohen Gadol passed it to Kohen Gadol. And the Kohen Gadol then passed it to the Melech who stood up to receive the Torah. And then when he made a bracha and read from the Torah, it was like Har Sinai all over again. It felt like Hashem himself was talking to the Yidden. They were struck with a feeling of awe for Hashem. And every single Yid made a strong hachlata, a resolution, to guard everything that's in the Torah. Now, even though there's no Beis Hamikdash today, we have to think, says the Rebbe, how does this apply to us? We have to make sure that the Melech, Hashem, is in charge of everything in our lives. And not only our lives, of our houses. We have to make our houses holy and pure, our classrooms holy and pure. And how we're going to gather together as many times as possible. And when we do, we'll learn part of the Torah and make strong achlatas to do only what Hashem wants. And that's what Tzivos Hashem is all about, conquering the world so that everyone in the world knows that only Hashem is in charge. Now, Chayalim, you're going to get this letter, and we're going to follow the Rebbe's instructions, making a hakel like the Rebbe asked at least one time in Aseres Tshuva, and at least in the big, massive hakel in the days of Chol HaMoed Sukkos. And as the Rebbe told you children, you need to lead the way to hakel. You have to make sure that the hakel in your city is unbelievable, because you children will make sure that everybody will be there. And then from the hachlata itself, It will change the plans. Because when we give tzedakah now for the last and ending part of this rally, we're going to have in mind, Gedayla tzedakah shemikareves es hagula. We're going to bring the Geula, and then the real Haka will happen. In the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, and our Melech will reach from the Torah. May it be this year, we'll see you all united together for the greatest Tzivos Hashem rally ever. In the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, take it from Yad Mamash now.